What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Connor Speed 6. Today we are back finally in Forza Horizon 5 after me taking a little bit of a hiatus over the last week. As you know, we have an all-new season, and with an all-new season in Forza Horizon 5 comes an all-new car. So what we'll do today is we'll head over here to the street racing outpost and take a look at the all-new to Forza Horizon 5 Porsche 911 Speedster in Car Pass. Now, unless you've been hiding under a rock, you probably know that the 911 Speedster Porsche is now in Forza Horizon 5 for the Car Pass calendar on April 21st of 22. Now, I've gone ahead and built this car up to S1 class, and I want to take a look at it with you and take a run on the marathon against some unbeatable AI just to see how competitive this car actually is. So hopping into the car, taking a look at my upgrades, I've gone ahead and done some pretty dramatic changes to the car itself. As you can see, I've got the 3.8 liter flat 6 twin turbo engine swapped in, all-wheel drive swapped as well. Then from there, we've gone and done full aero upgrades to the front and the rear for downforce. Tires, we've swapped in, of course, the rally tire compound, left the front tire width stock, the rear tire width all the way as wide as we could go, and then installed the Work Emotion RSA wheels because they actually look quite similar to the stock wheels that are on the car. Upgraded the wheel size to 21s in the front and 21s in the rear. That added a little bit of handling, but helped actually lower PI just slightly. Front track width all the way and rear track width all the way as well. Installed the 7-speed race transmission and the race differential. Springs and dampers, of course, we installed the race springs, front and rear race anti-roll bars, and then did a full race weight reduction. So that puts the weight at 3,072 pounds and our total horsepower 907, which we will look at those upgrades now. So we've installed the race exhaust, the race engine block, and the race twin turbos. Other than that, the car is exactly as it came. Other than that, we didn't do any other power upgrades. So just those three things: the muffler, the race block, and the twin turbos upgraded to race as well. Now, I do have my tune available for download, so if you'd like to do so, please be sure to let me know any feedback that you do have below. I do have the tune shared again on screen now. You can see here we've got 9.3 acceleration, 8 handling, 7.2 speed with an amazing launch. The car goes about 220 miles per hour, maybe a little bit over if you're going downhill. You probably won't need to use 7th gear unless you're on a really long straight. Then you will, of course, press the 220 or so miles per hour threshold. So let's take the 911 Speedster out to the marathon. I want to actually see how well this does and see how low or how far under 10 minutes I can get on this event, because it's really fun race. And I've actually raced quite a few different S1 cars on this event just to see if I could get under that 10-minute window, and there's not a whole lot of cars that do closer to the 9-minute 50 mark, so we're gonna see how close we can get. I absolutely love the car. It's sleek, it's sexy, it's stylish. The roof comes off, of course, as you know, and I'm a big fan of Porsche in general, so this is gonna be very fun. So difficulty, we got to unbeatable, sim steering, traction control off, shifting's at manual. I'm gonna have the braking line on, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, here we go. The acceleration on the car is actually really impressive, especially with the all-wheel drive swap. I'm gonna hopefully not make any cuts in this video, so it's just going to be pure racing against these unbeatable AI, just so we can see just how smoothly the car does and how well I drive it, of course. Feels pretty good so far. Helps that I know the It helps that I know the event. The route itself is very difficult. It's one of my favorite races in the game. Okay, so the car still over 3,000 pounds. Oh, excuse me, Lola. The car is still over 3,000 pounds, so it's a bit heavy. In typical Porsche fashion, it does struggle from a little bit of understeer. But overall, it's very good, very responsive, and handles pretty darn well. Oh, let's see here. All right, so this is actually one of the worst parts of this race, or the most fun, depending on who you're asking. Diving down into the underground in Guanajuato. Lots and lots of tight technical stuff. Easy to ruin your race. And the traffic cars down here are absolutely hellacious. As you can see, we've already lost one. It almost lost me. They're rough, man. They did not play around when setting this event up. It's so much fun, though. Damn it. And the car actually handles it really well, honestly. It's much better than I thought it was going to be. I haven't put a time down in this car on this event yet, or any other race for that matter. Okay. About outbroke myself there. Take out a lamppost or two. It's alright. The most dangerous intersection on the map right there. Just due to traffic. I feel like my eyes are peeled, but they kind of have to be. Tap of the e-brake to get the back end rotated. That's okay. It's perfectly normal for me. Every time I'm racing road events or street racing events, I tend to tap the e-brake every once in a while, even in Forza Motorsport 7. Oh, the curbs are rough on this event. See, at speed and acceleration, I do struggle a little bit with some understeer. Again, pretty typical for me. Absolutely horrible placement for a passenger car. But alright, here we go around the stadium, 30% in. Again, I feel like the car's doing pretty well. It's very stable, it's very quick, it has great acceleration. Handling is pretty good as well. The lateral grip is solid, even with these rally tires. The Lola is unsurprisingly keeping up with me because the AI cars are insanely good when it's on unbeatable. So I'm just going to block it the rest of the way, and hopefully I can pull away from it up here whenever I get over 200 miles per hour. This car is a rocket ship from 175 on, and as you can see, I'm already pulling away from the Lola. We are at 200 miles per hour now, and we're going to keep climbing as long as I don't mess up any of these corners. Little cut here. 210. It's a good top speed car for S1 class, it really is. So anytime you're running these really long, high-speed sprints, this may be the go-to car. Oh, got it. Made it. All right, always a tough corner right there. Feels like it goes forever. But we've got a big lead out on the AI now, so I'm feeling pretty good about this. Solid corner there. Take this wide. Dive in close. Extremely difficult corner for some reason. I think it's because you know that the railing kind of bumps out and there's always going to be a clipping point somewhere. Alright, so here we go. Going up onto the interstate now. Here's where we're really going to stretch its legs to see how she does. So 6th gear, we're going to max out at about 198. Yeah, 200 miles per hour in 6th gear, actually. Let's slide over here to the shoulder so we don't accidentally run into any dark-colored cars like that in the dark. Alright, so once we start going back downhill, we should touch 220. Level it out a little bit. 218, 219, 220. Okay. That is a very fast corner. Man, it's easy to completely blow that. Now here we come into one of the more technical sections of this event. This is actually probably the most technical outside of Guanajuato. These roads up here are windy, there's elevation change. Actually really, really good roads all around. Good testing roads if you're building any cars and need to test a tune. This whole event, honestly, is kind of like that. Okay. Climbing uphill, off camber a bit. As you can hear, I'm sort of blipping the throttle every once in a while whenever I'm on acceleration. Because again, it's all-wheel drive, it wants to pull in the front. Maybe I might change the bias to the rear a little bit. A little bit more, I should say, because it's at a 60% rear split right now. So maybe it could use 65. We'll see. Locked up the brakes there at the very end, so had to sacrifice a little bit of corner there and spin the back end around with the e-brake. Another very difficult corner. Talk about tightening on the exit. That's very rough going this direction. Alright, so now we really have to pay attention to AI cars and traffic cars, because they are horrible through here, especially in the dark. And trees. That was way too close for comfort, honestly. That was so sketchy. Loving the car though, man. I really like it. What did you guys do with yours? Did you keep it rear-wheel drive? Did you keep on your race tires? Did you put on rally tires? Let me know how you guys built your car down below. eager to see what different builds look like out there. Alright, so we're at 87%. This is actually going to be pretty close. I'm not sure if I'm going to get under the 10% mark. 10%. Under the 10-minute mark. I'm actually losing a lot of ground on these AI cars, of course. Which is not really that good, because usually you lose speed or lose ground on them in the high-speed sections, not the handling sections. But maybe it's just my poor driving. Climb, climb, climb. Full throttle. We're not going to lift from here to the end of the race. Come on. Heading into the tunnel. Make a slight cut right there. Didn't mean to hit the post. That didn't help any. So we are going to be close to 7 minutes 50. And the whole time I've been saying 10 minutes. But I meant 8 minutes. Finishing the race in 7 minutes 54 seconds. That's very, very good. I'm happy with that. I would have rather been closer to 750. With a little bit better driving, I definitely would have been there. Great car all around. I'm very pleased with this. Yeah, 7 minute 54.075. That's a pretty good run. We could definitely get under 7 minutes 50 seconds in this car, though. But there you have it. That is the Porsche 911 Speedster that is out for Car Pass April 21st of 2022. I've dropped the top on it, so we're just going to take a little cruise down to the coast. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to leave a like. Also, leave me a positive comment down below. And if you're new to my channel, please be sure to subscribe for more weekly content like this. But I'm absolutely loving this car, and I hope you guys are too. Big thanks to everyone again for watching. That's going to do it for me today. As always, I have been Connor Speed6. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, much love, everyone. See you soon.